So it's a very windy Saturday afternoon, and I'm going for a walk at this beach while testing out my RF 16mm f 2.8 lens. It has been a very stormy night. Now the wind has slowed down a little bit, but it's still blowing quite hard. And the waves are huge. So as I mentioned, the best thing about this lens is the size. It's very compact, and it doesn't protrude too far ahead, and it's very practical. It weighs almost nothing, so carrying the camera around my neck like this is no problem at all. So I'm quite happy with this lens. So I think I will be climbing over these sand dunes and go on the back side, because the wind is getting very cold, and I need a little break. It also feels like it's going to start raining pretty soon now, because I could feel some drops falling on my nose already. So when I'm walking in this type of landscape, it is almost impossible to keep the camera steady, and since there's no IBIS in the camera itself, and not even in the lens, I'm pretty eager to see what kind of footage I will get. Doesn't look too bad when I look at the screen, but we'll see. So here is quite a large crater that's been blown out of the sand dunes. These sand dunes are massive. I will try to climb up here, see if I can get to the top of the sand dunes and get a better view of the entire beach. So there's also almost no people walking on the beach today. But I see a couple of brave people walking down there. I see them struggling with the wind. And the seawater is being pushed very far up the beach, so the beach has been reduced in size to almost nothing, because normally you can walk pretty far out and still be on dry land. So I'm getting close to the top now. Very steep fall if I fall down here. Okay, just hope I can keep my balance on this very narrow ridge of loose sand. Ooh. So the wind is even stronger up here. Oh my goodness. Is running because of all this, the cold wind. So I'll just catch a last glimpse of the beach before I go down here to the backside. It's a very steep hill here. I hope I don't slip and fall. Ooh. My goodness. so calm here on the backside of the sand dunes. It's almost no wind. That feels good. So even if this camera doesn't weigh very much, it's not that heavy, but I can feel my arm is getting tired from holding it like this. I'm not holding the arm totally straight. I have a little bend, and of course I could get a wider picture if I hold it like this, but it is very tiresome. Okay. I think I'll head back to the car because the sun is fading there on the horizon. And it's gonna be dark within the next half an hour, maybe 45 minutes or so. So I'm shooting in 4K 50 frames per second. So when I drop it on a 25 FPS timeline, I can slow down some of the footage. Shutter speed is 1/100, and I think the ISO is set to auto mode. So the light is dimming really fast now. It is pretty gray and dull. And it seems like the camera is struggling a bit with the focus. We'll see. So this beach is called Bore Beach, and it's I think it's one of the longest beaches in this area, in the Jæren region. And it's a very popular spot for surfers. There's a surf school here where you can rent a surfboard and a dry suit and have a go. But I'm not brave enough for that kind of crazy stuff. And there's also a campsite here where you can park your caravan or pitch up a tent, or you can also hire some of the cabins and holiday apartments here, I think. Oh my goodness, I got quite lucky because I was only about 50, 60 meters away from the car when it was suddenly caught in a very strong hailstorm. So I had to run back to the car and seek shelter inside. Uh, Luckily, I managed to keep the camera dry, and I didn't get too wet, uh, and the wind picked up as well. So I think I will be definitely heading back home now before the driving conditions get worse than it already is